Hi, Shannon. Let's look at this question here, which was taken from the year 2017 YJC Paper 1 question 9. This question is, we have two parts. One is on graphing techniques and the other one is techniques of integration. So let's look at the first one. How can we do this properly? So I think for the first one, by using substitution, is pretty standard question where they will ask you to find this substitute, this integral here. So let me just copy the question down. So what we have here is 3x plus 1, 6, 3. Okay, so this is integration by substitution. So 6, 3 root 2, 3x plus 1 over x squared minus 9 dx. Okay, so I'm going to let x equals to 3 secant theta. So just going to let x equals to 3 secant theta. Now differentiate this, and what we get is from MF26 dx theta will just be 3 secant theta tangent theta. Okay, so that's pretty okay. After which you need to change everything into theta. So we need to change everything in terms of theta in this case here, so that we could integrate this, right? So this part here, what we could do is actually just we just gonna put dx. Now don't write this in the exam. Some schools do not want you to write this in the exam, so just write this like sideways, right? So we know that dx would just be d 3 secant theta tangent theta, right? And after which you need to also remember to change the boundary. Now the boundary is usually something which students usually tend to forget, right? So this 3 secant theta plus 1 over 3 secant square theta. Maybe I just, sorry, this is 3 secant theta square minus 9, and this will be not 3 secant theta tangent theta d theta. All right, so when x equals to 6, we know that this is 6 equals to 3 secant theta. Just we need to find in terms of theta, because this is in terms of x, and basically this is in terms of theta, right? The boundary here. Once we get that, this will be this is 1 over cos. So this is 1 over cos. So this will give us cosine theta equals to 3 half. All right, which in turn give us theta equals to theta half of cosine would be pi over 3. That's important. So when x equals to 3 over root 2, similarly 3 over root 2 equals to 3 secant theta, and this will give us cosine theta equals to 1 over root 2. 1 over root 2 will mean that this will be 45 degrees, in turn gives us pi over 4, right? That's okay. So once we change that, this will be pi over 3, that will be pi over 4. I think that's pretty much okay. Now after which we're just gonna simplify everything. This will be pi over 4, this is pi over 3, so this will be 3. I'm going to bring out the 3 secant 3, or this is 3x, so this is 3, so this is 9 secant theta plus 1 over 9 secant square theta minus 1. This is 3 secant theta tangent theta. All right, now we're going to proceed to differentiate this. So just take note that okay, so this one 3 will just be 3, and I'm just going to slowly do this up. There are only 8 integratable form in your A-level syllabus. So your whole goal here is to change it, right, to the integratable form. So we know that secant theta minus 1 will be tangent theta. This you have to know. So essentially we know that cosine square theta plus sine square theta equals to 1. So we divide everything with cosine square theta. This will be 1 plus tangent square theta equals to secant square theta, in which this will just be tangent theta, right? So this is 3, this is tangent square theta, this is 9 secant theta plus 1 dot with 3 secant theta tangent theta d theta. After which we're going to cancel this out. This will be cancelled away, and this tangent will be cancelled away as well, and what we get is essentially just pi over 3, pi over 4, and secant just multiply in. This is 9 secant square theta plus secant theta d theta. All right. There you go. Now once you get this, you should know that integrate secant square is just tangent theta. Integrate secant secant would mean that this is mf26, right? mf26 will give you a ln modulus secant theta. So this is integrating this will be ln secant theta plus tangent theta, right? This will be pi over 3 pi over 4, and after which you just multiply. This will just be 9 tangent pi over 3, and this will be 1 over cosine pi over 3 minus of 9 tangent pi over 4, which is 1. 45 degrees is pretty convenient for tangent, and plus ln secant pi over 4 plus tangent pi over 4 modulus. All right, so that's pretty okay. Now once you've done that, this 9 tangent pi tangent 60 degrees would be root 3. So this is root 3, and then pi over 3, 60 degrees for cosine is 1 over root 2, right? So this will be root 2 cosine half, not root 2 60 degrees cosine. Yeah, all right, so it's just half. So this will be 2. This is root 3 minus of 9 plus ln root 2 plus 1 as well. And since they are then this will just be 9 root 3 minus 9 plus ln 2 plus root 3 over root 2 plus 1. Okay, you can ignore the modulus, it's fine. So because they are positive anyway. So this is how you do this question here proficiently. All right, any question or comments, please do let me know.